Hey guys, it's DC here, and today we're talking about honeypots and how to deal with your asshole boss. Alright, let's just take this off so you can actually hear me. It's a pretty cool mask though. If you want to get one, they're on Teespring. Yeah. Anyway, today I want to give you a little story of my day today. So picture this. It's about 4:30, almost 5 a.m. Sometime in between there, I don't know, is a bit of a blur. My phone is ringing off its tits. It's going nuts. I reach over the bed, I grab it, I'm like, who the fuck is this and what do you want? It's my boss, no doubt. On the phone, the guy I'm currently doing a contract for, and he says, David, I need you to get into this office to have a look at a potential hack that is occurring right now. I'm like, you've got to be shitting me. It's Friday morning. Anyway, because I'm a good person and a lovely employee, I get out of bed and I do exactly what I'm told and I go to this client. Luckily, it's only about, 5-10 minutes away from my place. So it's a pretty quick drive to get there. So I get there. I jump on the network and I have a look at what's going on, and it looks like I've actually lost access to the perimeter switch and one of the firewalls. So the first thing I do is jump on the servers, they're all virtual machines, and I start shutting those bad boys down. Now, I know this sounds like a really entry-level sort of how to stop a hack type thing, but it's pretty effective actually. If it's not turned on, it's pretty hard to get to. It's also nice and quick and gives me a bit of time to think, especially when I haven't had a coffee and it's like 5 a.m. in the freaking morning. So I'm then on this network. I have a look at the network devices just underneath the firewall, the perimeter firewall, and there's like a bit of an edge set up here at this environment. So the next thing I did was I had a Raspberry Pi with Pi-hole installed. I chuck that guy in there and I start syncing all of that DNS, just syncing it, absolutely syncing it. Now this is basically just to give me a little bit of time to then create a honeypot. Now the reason I wanted a honeypot is because I had warned about this a couple of weeks ago, this exact type of attack, because I found some vulnerabilities on their network that I was employed to find these vulnerabilities, right? That's exactly what I needed to find on this network. I found them, I put some alerts up, the alerts went off, I had to go in and fix it. So I'm in there, I create a honeypot, and this honeypot wasn't anything special. It was just a how to create a honeypot from medium.com that I'd found ages ago. And my own little bit that I had done to it was that it then also sunk all the traffic out to that Pi-hole. So it's just a honeypot with a Pi-hole on the side. Nothing crazy special. So at this point, it's probably about 8 a.m., 8:30 a.m., something like that. I can't remember. It was all a bit of a blur. And this whole time, I was getting messages from my boss saying, how's it going? What's the status? Where are you up to? Maybe you should try this. Maybe do this. Don't forget to report your time. Blah, 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 blah. So I sent him this video.
Do you think I've got cunt written on my forehead?
Now, I would not recommend you do this ever, because it's definitely a bit of a dick move, especially to the guy who's paying. However, I needed to set things straight here, basically. So, and he did get off my back after this. I sort of had to explain to him that I am a professional, I do know what I'm doing, and I don't need him to manage my time for me. And I'll get the job done. Once I'm finished, I'll come back to the office, we can all have some beers and chill, and it'll be a happy weekend for everyone. You also need to recognize here that things are a little bit different in Australia, and you can be a little bit of an asshole sometimes to your boss. It's just sort of like cheeky banter, right? But anyway, I wouldn't recommend it in any case. It did work though. He did get off my back, which was nice. So in the end, fast forward a few more hours of me monitoring and seeing what's going on, and turning services back on and gaining control of different devices after restoring them from configuration files from the night before or whenever, it was a bit of a task. I then had to patch the vulnerabilities that I had found, and then use my honeypot data to find who the attacker was, or attackers were in this case. So there was a whole bunch of automation on the back of this. There was a lot of different, bots going for this attack, and they were doing all the basic recon tasks, and then that was feeding back to a server, or servers actually, that were then being used to push the attack a little bit harder and try and get some better, I guess, access to these systems and give them more vulnerabilities that some of them I hadn't even realized before. So the honeypot was definitely a good idea, and it's helped me secure this environment a little bit more. So high five to honeypots. But yeah, I don't know, I just really wanted to share this video because I thought it was a kind of fun story. You don't really get many of these situations where you're sort of like thrown into the deep end of security and you have to, you know, defend against an actual hacker or group of hackers in an environment. It doesn't usually happen like that. It's usually like random port scans, or like different ports are open and you do an audit and then you give someone the result and then they say, I don't know what this means, can you just fix it? And you go, yep, no worries. That's usually what security is like. So this was a kind of fun situation where I actually got to defend against an actual hacker who was trying to break in. He had got pretty far, but he was no match for the DC CyberSec. I can't even say that seriously, it's just ridiculous. But anyway, so yeah, if you enjoyed this little story time, please do let me know in the comments below. If you have your own stories that you would like to share with anyone watching these videos, please do leave them also in the comments below. If you like this video, please smash the like button, give me a thumbs up. I would really enjoy that. And yeah, if you would also like to watch more videos just like this, please do subscribe and have a look through my other videos. There's lots of educational content on there. And yeah, I'll be happy to see you back here. Catch you later, guys.